Have you ever wondered why some people seem to live life on their own terms while others feel shackled by circumstances? Let's delve deep in this thought. Liberation, a term that holds different meanings for different people. For some, it's the joyous feeling of financial independence, the ability to make choices without monetary constraints. For others, it's the exhilarating freedom from societal norms or expectations, the courage to be oneself unabashedly. Yet, this coveted state of liberation remains elusive for many. Why? The answer lies within two main obstacles: uncertainty and a lack of courage to take risks. Uncertainty, the fear of the unknown, of venturing into uncharted territories. And then there's the lack of courage to take risks, the fear of failure that prevents us from stepping out of our comfort zones, from daring to dream big. So, let's ponder this. How often do we let fear of the unknown and potential failure keep us from pursuing our dreams? Uncertainty, the silent dream killer, often paralyzes us from taking action. Let's consider the story of a woman named Eleanor. Eleanor had a brilliant idea for a business, a concept that could revolutionize the industry she was passionate about. She spent countless nights sketching plans, crafting business models, and imagining the impact her venture could have. But beneath the surface of this excitement, a shadow loomed. It was the uncertainty of the unknown. The what-ifs started to creep in. What if the business didn't take off? What if she failed publicly? What if she risked everything for nothing? These questions, fueled by fear and uncertainty, started to consume her. Eleanor allowed these uncertainties to take root, and they grew into a paralyzing fear. Instead of starting her business, she chose the safer path, sticking to her 9-to-5 job. She told herself it was for the best, that she was avoiding unnecessary risks. But deep down, she knew she was letting her dreams slip away. Years later, Eleanor looked back with regret. She saw how her fear of uncertainty kept her from pursuing her dream. She realized that the weight of inaction was far heavier than the fear of failure she had tried to avoid. The regret of inaction often weighs heavier than the fear of failure. Uncertainty is a formidable obstacle to liberation, but it's one we must conquer if we want to live without regret, liberated, and free. Courage, a virtue often easier said than done. Picture this: a lady named Jane finds herself in a toxic work environment. Every day, she's subjected to undue stress, negativity, and an overwhelming sense of dread. Jane knows she deserves better. She dreams of a workplace where she's valued, where she can thrive. But she's paralyzed by fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of starting over, fear of potential failure. This fear, ladies and gentlemen, is a lack of courage. It's a lack of courage that keeps Jane stuck in her toxic environment, unable to break free. It's not that she doesn't want liberation. Oh, she craves it. But the courage to take that first step, that's where she stumbles. We often underestimate the power of courage. It's not just about bravery in the face of danger. It's about the strength to step out of our comfort zones, to break the chains of the familiar, to take risks. It's about choosing liberation over stagnation, even when the path to freedom is shrouded in uncertainty. But remember, every journey starts with a single step. For Jane, her liberation lies in taking that first step, in mustering the courage to leave the toxicity behind. It's not easy, but it's necessary. Because at the end of the day, liberation often requires the courage to step into the unknown. So how do we overcome these obstacles to achieve liberation? In our journey to liberation, the path is often obscured by the fog of uncertainty and the daunting cliffs of risk. But these obstacles are not insurmountable. Firstly, we must embrace uncertainty. Accept that life is unpredictable. It's like a book with blank pages waiting to be written. It's our story, and we are the authors. Secondly, we need to take calculated risks. This doesn't mean jumping into the abyss blindly. It means assessing the situation, weighing the pros and cons, and then making a decision. It's about having the courage to step off the beaten path, to venture into the unknown. And finally, we must muster the courage to step out of our comfort zone. It's only when we challenge ourselves, when we push our boundaries, that we truly grow and evolve. Remember, the road to liberation may be paved with risks and uncertainty, but the destination is often worth the journey.